Russian troops are approaching the Ukrainian capital, Kyiv, this lunchtime on the second day of conflict after Russia's invasion. Well, thousands of people continue to flee the country while others seek shelter. Ukraine's president has called on other countries to do more. While new laws mean Ukrainian men aged 18 to 60 deemed to be of fighting age are now banned from leaving the country.
For the second day in a row, the morning began in Ukraine with air raid sirens and surveying the damage done by Russia's ongoing invasion. Russia unleashed further airstrikes on cities and military bases, beginning at 4 a.m. Ukrainian time, as Vladimir Putin's army pressed to the outskirts of the capital, Kiev. Gunfire was heard near the government quarter of Kyiv, while residents have been asked to make petrol bombs and neutralise the occupier. At least 137 Ukrainians have been killed, including 25 civilians. Men of fighting age are banned from leaving the country. Protests have been taking place around the world, including in Russia. More than 1,700 protesters have been arrested across dozens of Russian cities, voicing their anger at the invasion, with spontaneous mass demonstrations currently illegal in the country. For Ukrainian citizens, their story is best summed up in a tale of two stations. Thousands of Ukrainians have taken the decision to flee the country to multiple neighbouring states seeking refuge, including here at a Polish train station, while those who remain fear for their lives as Russian troops continue to advance, with many seeking refuge in Kiev's underground metro station, now a protective bunker from military fire. Rob O'Hanrahan, Virgin Media News.
Well, EU leaders in Brussels have agreed a raft of sanctions targeting Russia's energy, financial and transport sectors following its invasion of Ukraine. EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said the sanctions will have maximum impact on the Russian elite and will hold the Kremlin to account for its actions.
As the crisis continues to unfold in Ukraine, the country's president has pleaded for world leaders to do more to help.
This morning we are defending our country alone. Just like yesterday, the most powerful country in the world looked on from a distance. Russia was hit with sanctions yesterday, but these are not enough to get these foreign troops off our soil. Only through solidarity and determination can this be achieved.
Last night, European leaders held marathon talks in Brussels where they agreed a second package of economic and financial sanctions against Russia.
This package includes financial sanctions that cut Russia's access to the most important capital markets. We're now targeting 70% of the Russian banking market, but also key state-owned companies, including the field of defense. And these sanctions will increase Russia's borrowing costs, raise inflation, and gradually erode Russia's industrial base.
Hours earlier, the US president announced further sanctions and vowed to make the Russian leader a pariah on the international stage.
Putin is the aggressor. Putin chose this war, and now he and his country will bear the consequences.
Meanwhile, Australia has accused China of easing its trade restrictions with Moscow.
Don't go and throw a lifeline to Russia in the middle of a period when they're invading another country. That is simply unacceptable.
In Moscow today, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has been meeting representatives of the self-proclaimed Donetsk and Luhansk People's Republics. As the situation intensifies, NATO will today hold a summit of heads of state and governments. Paul Quinn, Virgin Media News.